Welcome back to the show with the next 5 things that could go down in the next 62 days. You won't believe it. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. The next 62 days in crypto, you won't believe it what we're going to talk about. $2.07 trillion market cap. The market is bleeding 5.6% in the last 24 hours. But we all know that historically September is a down month for cryptocurrency. So are we surprised? We're not surprised. Bitcoin 56,400 plus, 2,300 plus for Ethereum, 118 billion plus market cap for USD Tether, USDC 34 billion plus, XRP 55 cents. We're off 2.1 to 24, off 5.1 to 7 day. Again, much like the rest of the market is bleeding heavily here, and we know it's normally a down month here. The next 62 days in cryptocurrency, you won't believe it. We're going to get to it in a second. Ranging between 54 and 57 cents at the moment. We'll keep an eye on it. Now, we know there are a lot of things we've had to watch and go through in the last few years, and this was one of them. And if you've been exposed to the shot for COVID, you know as well as anybody else around the globe that there are dangers of that shot. And if you're concerned about those dangers, Dr. McCullough says there's a choice. You can detox from the spike proteins that are usually caused by the shot, and you can do that taking this spike detox called Spike Support. And this is an amazing opportunity to get this dissolution for yourself and your family so you can get that spike protein out of your body. This is what Dr. McCullough tells us. And I also want to make you aware of the medical emergency kit, which has general medications like ivermectin, generic Z-Pak, and amoxicillin. It is a medical emergency kit that every family should have with them in their home. You shouldn't have to make an appointment to get generic helpful medicines that are as safe as this. You should have this at the ready for you and your family. And again, if you want the Spike Support formula to help get that dissolution going and get that stuff out of your body, this is the key to do it. Now, what's the best part of this is I have a discount for you. I got a link underneath the video. All you have to do is click it and get 10% off and knock that stuff out, because we know we live in some strange times, ladies and gentlemen. Strange times. And we all know this shot didn't work. We all know there's nothing but side effects to be gained from this shot, besides the fact that over $700 million was made off of the shot from Fauci and his friends. But I'll say this. I know this. What is normal this day and age? If you haven't taken the shot, at the very least, you want to get one of these emergency kits for you and your family. The medical kit, the medical emergency kit. Because we know that we have witnessed this world, not just this country, this world shut down the pathways to general medications that help save lives. Don't let it happen to you and your family. Link underneath the video. We have some amazing, fantastic news for you, ladies and gentlemen. The food stamp warrior gets the win. This brings me so much joy and happiness because I know who John Deaton is, the man. He's amazing. And I'm going to tell you right now, Elizabeth Warren, Senator Warren, which is a title you won't have for much longer. Start packing your bags. Massachusetts is tired of the divisive talk from a feckless leader like Senator Warren. John Deaton is a proven leader, and he won't let you down with nonsensical political speak that is only designed to divide us all. He is going to bring Massachusetts and the country together. And we all don't guess at that. We know that because he's done it for us in the crypto space. And this happening, folks, the American dream is live and well, and his name is John Deaton, and I just absolutely love it, and I'm so excited. And I have to ask the question now that John Deaton has won the Republican primary and the right to debate Elizabeth Warren. Will she stand up? And will Senator Lummus, who endorsed Ian Kane, who got his ass handed to him last night, will Senator Lummus come out now and endorse John Deaton for Senate in Massachusetts? He just won the Republican primary in a landslide. Over 60% of the vote, ladies and gentlemen. I told you Chuck Kane was the Nikki Haley of Massachusetts, and the good people there could see right through him. Ray Charles could see that Senator Warren planted him to stop Deaton for Senate, but he got run over. And now it's time for Senator Warren to put down all her little crazy tricks that she's tried along the way and walk up to the podium and try to debate the man who is going to beat her ass. That's what's going on. That's why she was crying at the DNC. She knows she's in trouble, and now she knows she's finished. Meanwhile, the traditional markets wiped out $1 trillion from the U.S. market. Just like that. Just like that. It's gone. Does it surprise you that Switzerland's fourth largest bank, Zurich Cantonal Bank, launches Bitcoin and Ethereum trading? Not to me, it didn't. They need high ground for their customers and clients. We know it's gold or crypto. It's going to be assets. Here's Senator Lummus right here. Wouldn't it be fun if the U.S. was buying Bitcoin so much that it scares China and Russia and creates an arms race over Bitcoins instead of weapons? Listen to this.
Wouldn't it be fun if the next arms race was not for weapons, it was for Bitcoin? Wouldn't it be fun if the U.S. is buying Bitcoin and it scares China and Russia so they start buying Bitcoin, and we have an arms race over Bitcoin instead of over weapons? That we're as globally, we're challenging each other to have a secure store of value.
Okay, a secure store of value. It's going to take a lot more liquidity to come into the network to level out Bitcoin's price. And again, I hold out hope that they can figure out some kind of layer 2 capabilities that brings some utility to the network other than just holding it, which would truly help to level out the volatile swings of Bitcoin. But that is what everyone loves so much about it, right? So, things are changing. All right, so let's move forward here. TradFi companies want to transact in Bitcoin, says Cantor Fitzgerald CEO Howard Lutnick. He says banks want to transact in Bitcoin, and boy, do I have it here. He is super excited. Remember, they're also at Cantor Fitzgerald. They're the ones that are in control of the USD Tether reserves, they say, doing the attestations, I believe custody, something. They're doing something for the USD Tether. I think it's the custody. Don't hold me to it. I could be misspeaking. But they are involved in confirming the reserves for USD Tether. That's the best way to say it. And he has assured us that USD Tether is legit. However, talking about Bitcoin, coming back to this, he says, if a bank, you hear what he said there? If a bank, see, banks can't currently hold it. If a bank were to hold your Bitcoin, they would have to set aside their own money equal to that amount, sort of in jail. That's why they don't hold it. And that is from the BIS rules that we've shown you time and time again, where Bitcoin is something that they would have to hold 1-to-1 or a surplus, because that is what deters the banks from going, no, we're not doing that. We're fractional borrowers. We don't do that. That's what our customers got to do, right? So they're not looking for that. But the key phrase here, if a bank were to hold your Bitcoin, what have I been telling you? Listen to this.
I guess the easiest way to get a clear view of where Bitcoin is going over the next 5 years is take a look at the last 5. Right? The last 5, Bitcoin has been an outsider in the finance business, but coming closer and closer and closer. Right now, there's an ETF just starting to go a little bit mainstream, maybe a toe in the water of mainstream, but banks still can't clear it. Banks still can't transact in it. Banks still can't custodian it. Banks still won't transact in it, and they won't finance it yet. I think people misunderstand traditional financial service companies. They want to transact in Bitcoin. They want new asset classes to transact in. That's just a good thing, but they need the regulator to say it's okay. Right now, today, right? If a bank were to hold your Bitcoin,
listen,
they would have to set aside their own money equal to that amount in sort of like in a jail. I mean, you'd say, well, that's crazy. The answer is, that's why they don't hold it. But if you let them hold it, if the regulatory environment was good, you will see all the traditional financial service companies, the big banks, the big brokerage companies, they're all going to go headfirst into Bitcoin pond. That's what's going to happen, and it's coming.
Well, remember the key phrase. If a bank were to hold your Bitcoin, remember I keep running this up your flagpole. After long rejecting crypto, the U.S. Treasury and the Federal Reserve are considering reclassifying cryptos as currency under the Bank Secrecy Act. This is all done through FSOC, which I've been sticking up everybody's ass. Now you talk about something else. There's nothing else to talk about. This is it. And this is what the grown-ups are talking about because this is where the hell it's going. Watch out for the rope-a-dope. Watch out for the Harris team. I'm telling you. They may try to sneak this legislation through and then say, we want the victory that we put crypto through. And by the way, we won the election that we just cheated on. Be careful. This is an entity, a group of people that have squashed this for years, and they've done it for the benefit of the banks. He just told you why. The banks hate it unless they can own it and control it. Right? Lest they're the ones that do it for you. Because by the way, if they put it as crypto as currency under the Bank Secrecy Act, then if you're not in compliance with the Bank Secrecy Act, what's that mean? You can't sell it. You can't hold it for somebody else. They've been watching for more than a decade all of their customers walk across the street and buy the thing that they can't sell them, crypto. All of that is about to change. Here we go. And then you see the stage being set here. We have the licenses, says RippleX, and the regulatory oversight to create greater confidence in our product. That means we're going to see Ripple, once we get legislation, re-enter the United States to introduce what they offer with a all-in-one full-service product. From the stablecoin to XRP backend, they've got it all. So the next time they come out in front of banks and financial institutions in the United States, it'll be with legislative clarity and a full suite of products, all in one service, nonstop custody, stablecoins, XRP, they've got it. Payments, smart contracts coming. It's all right here in front of us. I couldn't be more excited, as you can tell. Just a reminder, we covered it this morning. Brad Garlinghouse reminds everybody the RLUSD coming to the Ethereum and XRP ledger is weeks away, not months. Remember, he said on or around the end of Q3, which is at the end of this month. So we're very close. And speaking of which, let's talk about the 5 things in the next 62 days. Take a listen to what's packed in the next 62 days here, ladies and gentlemen. The launch of the RLUSD, which has been confirmed by Brad Garlinghouse. The SEC, will they appeal the Ripple case or not? Now, we have to wonder if they will appeal. Now, they can't appeal whether XRP is a security or not. But remember, they tried to do an interlocutory appeal over the issuance of assets like XRP being a security on programmatic sales or secondary market, which is exchanges. So this could be a fight they truly take back on fully again. We'll see if that happens or if they take a brand new angle to appeal something from a different direction altogether. I don't know, but we're going to see in the next 31 days, I believe they have left to make an appeal if they're going to do that. We could hear number 3, which is the Ripple fine, which should be paid this week. And we may actually hear about that either tomorrow or Friday even, as early as, right? And then we have the U.S. election on November 5th, right? And we're going to find out what's going on there, and crypto legislation. Will we see the rope-a-dope by the Harris team, and will Senator Schumer stop laying down and stop holding up progress and American innovation, because that's what they've been doing for 4 years, and stop treating the Senate like their own personal mafia coffer, right? That's what they need to stop doing. Start doing the right things for the American people instead of catering to your party and the lobbyists that have contributed to your party and your own personal campaign. That's where we're at. And I wouldn't be surprised if Harris and them put this through so they could have it done their way, because they've worked so hard for so many years to do all of this suppression for the central monopolists. Remember, Gary Gensler taught us. That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're at. 62 days and 5 incredible things. The real USD, SEC, will they appeal? The Ripple fine, crypto legislation, who's going to put it through? Will it be Harris pulling a rope-a-dope, or will it be Trump after the election in just 62 days? Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I couldn't be more excited to be on this journey with you, and I couldn't be more grateful that you allow me into your life each and every day. I do not take it for granted, and I want to thank each and every one of you. You could join us at digperspective.com in the Freedom Zone or the DPMG. If you join the DPMG, you get the Freedom Zone for free. It is an incredible group, and we're right now going through a case study of how to protect your wealth using trust. And there's many different kinds and lots to learn there. We're also showing people how to use XRP Ledger automated market makers too. If you'd like to learn those things and learn how to protect, maintain your wealth, and be around like-minded people who are looking to do great things for themselves and their family and the people around them, this is the place for you. Click the link below to get in. It's not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'll catch all of you on the next one.